Everybody. No special intro or anything, just gonna get straight into it. Today we're reviewing the Bombastic Bagman. Excuse me. Now, I'll be completely honest. This is also another character I do not know much about. Yes, I know it's Peter Parker, and you have a suit, and that's what this is. But besides that, I don't really know too much about Bombastic Bagman and like some of the stuff that Peter Parker did in his time as Bombastic Bagman. Here, let's read the bio, maybe that'll help. Left without a costume, a desperate Peter Parker dons a spare Fantastic Four uniform and a brown paper bag, and so the Bombastic Bagman was born. So did he do anything else with the suit, or was it just like a one-time thing? That's a question for someone else because I have no clue. But yeah, let's get this guy open. Now, I don't think I'm gonna save this box, but I am gonna try and open it very carefully. Let me back my camera up a little bit. So I actually have room to. Yeah, I'm not keeping this. And then paper that can get thrown out. Let's get his. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah. That was easy. Oh, okay. His kick me sign just jumped out at me. Here is Bombastic Bagman.
Yo, your mom just texted you. What did she say? A chong ching ling ping pong pang ling ling. Very funny, Kyle. Let me see that. What the?
Wow, this guy actually feels really good in the hand, I must say. So, like we always do, we're gonna go over accessories, then details / paint, then articulation, then comparisons, and yeah. So the first accessory we're gonna look at is his kick me sign, which is first of all just hilarious. I love that he has a kick me sign. It does just have a little peg on the back, and he has a peg hole on his back. You just put that in there. There you go. Now your Bombastic Bagman has the kick me sign. And it also, that does mean that it can move from side to side, so you can get a little bit of action with it in your poses if you want. If you ever so feel the need to do that. I think I am going to keep the kick me sign on. And then he only comes with one extra pair of hands, and that is these black wall crawlers. Now, I know it said that he needed to borrow a spare suit, but did he not have his web shooters? Because, like, did he not have his web shooters with him? I'm gonna need to search that up or something after this video.
Bye!
After I'm done filming, but I thought he would have at least, like, why did bro not bring his web shooter? I don't know. yeah, now let's move on to the details of the figure. So, I mean, there's not much paint aside from the blue wraparound on the toes, his gloves, belt, and the 4. Oh, and also his collar, I guess, but whatever. There's not that much paint. But what is there is really good. There doesn't seem to be any mess ups at all, actually, which I do appreciate. I mean, yeah, there's not that much anyway, so it probably wouldn't get too messed up. But I'm just glad that there seems to be no scuffs or bad parts where they like missed paint. And I do like the sculpting on this bag a lot. I do really like that. That looks really good. That really does just look like a guy wearing a paper bag over his head. And okay, ugh. I know you like. I know there isn't an actual face under this bag, but I just want to see. Okay, so his head is on a disc joint. Okay. Ugh. Which I mean, he has a paper bag over his head, so you're not going to get too much range with that. Anyway, but yeah, I just wanted to see that before we get to the articulation. And speaking of the articulation, I guess since I already figured that out, we can now move to the articulation. So, like I said, yeah, he has a disc joint, and the head doesn't really. I mean, the head moves up that much and looks down about that much. The ab crunch goes forward that far and about back that far. He has a nice little waist swivel, which is actually not. It's not stiff, but it's not super loose, which I do like because some figures that I have, the waist swivel gets really loose really easily. So I'm glad that a lot more of the figures. Like, I'm glad that this doesn't have like a super loose waist swivel straight out of the box, because yes, I have gotten figures that have super loose joints just straight out of the box. So I'm glad that this figure isn't in that department. No butterfly joints, but the arms do go up to 90, full 360 spin, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, wrist hinge, and swivel. Ugh. Ooh, actually very, very stiff and hard to turn thigh swivel. Double jointed knees, foot hinges, up. Or I did down first, up and down. But no toe joints or shin cut, or as I said earlier, butterfly joints. So I mean, the figure's not lacking in articulation because what is there is really good, but I feel like it could have benefited from a little bit more. I'm not saying I hate this figure. I actually already really like this figure. I really like every figure I've gotten. And yeah, so that's the articulation for Bombastic Bagman. Kick me sign right there. Oh, I guess we didn't include the kick me sign in the articulation. It can spin. Wow. Oh, I also didn't. I keep on for. I don't even remember if I did the leg kick up test in the last video with Nightcrawler. Um, but yeah. Here's how far he kicks up, and then there's the leg breaking, and his leg does not go up further than here. Ooh, this feels very soft. Not the biggest fan of that, but at least he still stands up. It's not super soft. So yeah, now let's get into the figure comparisons. So first we're going to compare him to this fire extinguisher. And that's it for the comparisons. I'm joking, just give me a second. Here he is next to the Mario, Joke Specific Mario. Here he is next to the McFarlane 2025 movie Superman. Here's next to the Black Series Revenge of the Sith 20th Anniversary Commander Cody. And also, I'm going to apologize. I believe it was in the Maximum Series Spider-Man video. I don't remember. But I called the so this 20th Anniversary Revenge of the Sith Black Series Commander Cody, right? Do you want to know what I called it? I called it the 80th Anniversary version. Dude, Star Wars hasn't even been a thing for 80 years. Like, I don't even know how I messed up that bad, but I did, and I apologize. It is the 20th Anniversary version. Here he is next to the Maximum Series Spider-Man. Here he is next to the Secret Wars 40th Anniversary Symbiote Spider-Man. And here he is next to the Uncanny X-Force Marvel Nemesis Legends. Here he is next to the Uncanny X-Force Marvel Legends Nightcrawler figure. Yeah, from the... Bro, I can't get this... Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Uncanny X-Force Nemesis Build-A-Figure Wave Nightcrawler. That's a long name for him. I don't know why I had to say the whole entire name, but I did, and you're welcome. Now, if you were super observant, you may have noticed that I did not say, and finally, on the last one. So if you noticed that, you must be thinking, wow, what other comparisons is he gonna do? This is the latest. Nightcrawler was the last review before this. So, who else is he gonna compare Bombastic Bagman to? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the best figure of all time to compare him to. You might be thinking, oh, it's gotta be a Fantastic Four figure. I didn't know he had any of those. Correct. It is a Fantastic Four figure. And I do indeed have one. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3.75-inch The Thing figure. It's clobbering time. Before the final thoughts, I want to do just a little bit of part swapping. I want to see what the Maxim series Peter Parker head will look like on Bombastic Batman. Now, I know some people don't like this head. I personally don't mind it. I do like it. And that looks pretty good. But yes, final thoughts on Bombastic Bagman. I'm gonna give this figure, I would say, an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely lacking in some areas, like missing out on some articulation that could have made this figure better, some stiff joints here and there. Also, only having one extra pair of hands. Once again, I don't know if he had his web shooters to swing around or not in this suit. Once again, I'll have to go ahead and search that up after I'm done filming. The kick me sign, though, I do like that. I do like that they included that accessory. Yeah, I do really love this figure. I would recommend getting it if you are interested in it at all. It's not a need for anyone's collection per se, but I do think that it is a pretty good figure, and if you are thinking about getting it, you should totally get it. Also, I think I'm gonna put him on my shelf like this because this is just a funny pose where he's trying to get the kick me sign off. But yes, that's going to do it for the Bombastic Bagman review. I did spin the wheel of names, and I'm just going to show you. So, I'm just gonna show you. So these are the last two figures we need to review. The wheel of names landed on this. So this is going to be the last review, and you should expect to see this review up in a couple of hours, as I am doing like 3 videos a day for these, just trying to get these all out, which means 9 action figure reviews, and then I will also, you should be seeing this either later tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this figure in the comments. Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this figure in the comments. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.